Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. And welcome to your weekday daily card reading from Spirit, where we dive in and see what's in store from Spirit in the cards. I'm using the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And I'm going to put these back in. That was too many for jumpers. All right, let's see what we have here. They're saying to shuffle 2 more times. Okay. That was one of the jumpers, of course. Not surprised. Ooh, interesting. One more for clarity. Very cool. Okay. So we have a very interesting reading today. A lot is asking us to reflect within. So the first card we have is the Wind Fairy, followed by the Water Fairy, followed by the Dragon, and then followed by the King. So the Wind Fairy and the Water Fairy, these are asking us always to look within self. These 2 cards are very much about having that conversation within self to see, what do you think and feel? What does your, which one was which here? What does your head say? What does your heart say? You need both. We need left and right brain working together. We need head and heart working together right now. If we stay too stuck in our thoughts, we will miss some really important opportunities for growth and expansion. However, if we stay too much in our feelings right now with the energetics whirling around, we're still in Pisces, we can easily get stuck in the feelings right now, which unfortunately are really heavy. So right now the universe is saying you need to balance the 2. If you notice you are dominant in one, pop out of that one into the other to balance it out. You don't want to have an imbalance in these 2. Now the positives are, when we choose our thoughts, words, and intellectual analysis of this Wind Fairy card, when we remember that we have absolute ability to choose our thoughts regardless of what's happening, we then really take the reins of the direction of where we're going. Even if we feel like we can't really go anywhere, in the present moment, we can choose what that's going to be for us. If we remember, we can harness that. Just as with the Water Fairy, which is all about emotions and feelings, when we recognize that we can honor the emotions we are feeling, we can feel the anger, we can feel the fear, we can feel the sadness, just as much as we can then choose to step into things that bring us feelings of joy, peace, and harmony. We then are also co-creating our reality going forward, even if that is simply in the present moment now. These 2 need to work hand in hand as we move forward right now, so that we can feel like we're in the driver's seat. When we work with these 2 together is when we can really draw on our power. The balance of the mind and the heart, the left and the right brain, really allow us to step into our power in the direction forward we're going. This is what this is all about. And so to amplify that power is why we got the King card. Now, although this is coming through as a king, as a masculine, this is really representing your seat of power. So whether the Queen card came out or the King card, is really gender irrelevant. It's more about the idea of sitting on your own personal throne, sitting in that power seat of choosing how you're going to be in the world right now. Because if you let the world dictate how you're going to be at this point, you're going to be blown around in every which way and probably drown in the waters, which really is the energy of these 2 cards. The Wind Fairy, wind blowing you around in thoughts, and the Water Fairy, drowning in the emotions, because the collective energy right now is tough on both sides. Both sides of the scale are being pushed to the limit. But when we take the reins of both of these by consciously choosing, experiencing, moving back and forth between the 2, you think something, it makes you feel a certain way. Do you like the way that feels? If not, what are you going to choose to think to shift that perspective? What can you do in the present moment? It gives you back your power and your position of authority of your sense of sovereign self in your life moving forward. This is a powerful card day today, I gotta say. This one makes me feel like I want to stand in that superhero position. If you guys have ever watched Grey's Anatomy, they did a whole one on the superpower pose. And when you actually stand in this position for a while, you start to feel that sense of authority. And it's true. I've done it many times backstage before performing or speaking. Sometimes I'll do that. So if I'm ever speaking at an event and you catch a glimpse of me backstage, I'm probably standing in that power mode because it helps. It puts you in that energy of being the sovereign authority in your life. And it's from that point that you start to be able to create the reality you want within self. And that's what we can do right now in all the chaos in the world, is we can work on self and ripple that beautiful energy outward to everybody else. So I'll leave that with you guys right now. What a powerful message. I hope it inspires you to really stand in your truth and do what is needed for you to find that balance between the two. Now, I also want to say, if you're looking to deepen your own practice, do check out avalonspirit.com. We have some amazing avenues for you to explore who you are, get to know that through many different modalities. And as well, if you haven't already, please do subscribe, share this message if you feel it will really help inspire somebody else to find that power position for them. So I'll leave that with you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.